Oh, you caught me there. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just got done watching this movie called Chef. Oh, it just made me want to eat all kinds of food. Oh, man. And then I got done and I was like, I should tell you about it because it was such a great movie. Let's talk about the movie Chef. Hey, howdy ho. Welcome back to the Elder Worm Reviews. My name is Rigel, and we're here today to talk about a movie that actually was very personal to me. And this is my first of a section of movies that I'm going to call sleepers. What is a sleeper? Well, it's a movie that I feel like that has not been broadcasted to everybody. Not everybody has seen, but I feel like it's really, really good and want to recommend for you to go see it. And so this is a movie that I really take seriously. It was a lot of fun. Of course, I'm talking about a movie called Chef. Now, Chef stars Jon Favreau. The guy who directed the first Iron Man. You might think that he is also a father to the MCU. Him and Robert Downey Jr. really did something special with Iron Man, and I felt like their friendship really bled through to this movie. When you watch this movie, you will want to cook. You'll want to eat. You can really tell that these guys are very passionate about what they're doing. And one thing that's really cool about cooking is you can't really fake being a good cook. The food looks delicious throughout the whole movie. They made a grilled cheese in one scene, and I was mouth-watering from it. Like, it looked so freaking good that I got up in the middle of the movie and went and made myself something delicious. And I thought I would share that thing with you today because, why not? I mean, we're watching a movie about food. Now, I was a chef for almost 10 years. 5 of which was in a 4-star restaurant. And so cooking to me is very personal. And the pride that you take and the passion that you have for cooking. Not just anybody can just pick it up and do it. It's a skill. Culinary school is a wonderful thing, but really the experience and the cooking aspect of it, if you enjoy cooking, then it's something that you can't really get away from. Even though I got out of the business, I still find myself cooking at home, just on a regular basis. I really enjoy it. So this movie here, it stars, not only does it star Jon Favreau, but it also has Dustin Hoffman as a restaurant manager. It has Scarlett Johansson as a waiter. It's got Robert Downey Jr. Playing an ex-husband who's got a lot of money, who just wants to do something nice for somebody. It's got Oliver Platt playing a food reviewer. I have not personally been in the business where a food review can make or break your restaurant before, but I felt it here. There's a scene early on in the movie where John, who's playing Carl Casper, is cooking, and they know that this guy is coming in to do a food review. He's supposed to be the biggest food reviewer in the area, possibly anywhere. And he comes in and he just tears his food apart. But in that scene that Carl did not cook the food that he wanted. And had he done that, I think that this situation would have been much different. But the food reviewer reviewed the food and it was exactly what he expected. It was bland. It was not cooked to par. It was, all these awful things that as a cook, someone who really takes that passion seriously, it means a lot to them. And to a food reviewer, you don't think about that kind of thing. You're just testing the food. And in the event where it is a big deal because it does taste good, you want to let the people know that. And but if it's somebody who takes his passion really seriously and you hurt them like that, it really goes a long way to show who does and doesn't have the passion for it. And you can see it. It really bleeds through in Carl's character. You can see it every time he talks about it. It's so personal to him, and I have a lot of respect for that. Now, as the movie goes on, the movie really revolves around how Carl is getting a food truck. Now, he gets this food truck, and he did not think it's going to work at first. And as time goes along, he starts to kind of build into the idea of it and buy into it. And of course, we've got Sophia here. We've got Sofia Vergara. I can never pronounce her name correctly. Who I can't say that there's a lot of movies that I would say I've liked her in, but she was actually good in this one. Very good. Not only did she play was she very good, but the whole style of the movie, she just fit right into it, and I felt it was very well done. And then you've got John Leguizamo. What a fantastic performance here! One of the best I have ever seen him in. You know, like when he's working with the food and he's dancing while he's working it, you just know that he enjoys this. He's not doing it for the money. He's not doing it because he needs the self satisfaction. He just enjoys it, you know. And as a cook, I'm totally right there with him. Like, for a lot of those years when I was cooking, a lot of that time you wouldn't have had to pay me. I would have enjoyed doing it, you know. I mean, and so it's really awesome to see. And on top of that, the Cuban food. Oh my God, the Cuban food. Ugh, it's so delicious. It makes me want to go to New Orleans, you know, and I've never actually been to New Orleans. And so when I go down there, I look forward to trying some of their Cuban food and some of the different cuisines that they have down there. Oh my God, this movie just drives me crazy. It's so delicious. So he gets his food truck, but they have to drive it all the way back to where they live. And so the really heartfelt part of the story is his son, Carl's son, really wants to be a part of this journey. And his son is being played by MJ Anthony, who I haven't seen that much, so I don't know a lot about him, but he plays Percy. And it's a beautiful duo because Percy knows a lot about social media, and whereas Carl really does not. And Carl's downfall came from social media. This whole movie felt like it was a Twitter experience. Like, Twitter obviously funded this movie, but I thought it was really cool that Percy was able to do that for Carl. What a wonderful way to tie those two together. And even though he was short and he really couldn't do that much in the kitchen, he was also enjoying himself. He bought into Carl's excitement. You know, now, of course, we've got Scarlett Johansson, who played his girlfriend at the beginning, who kind of blended into the background as the movie went. I mean, you've also got, what can be said about... And what can be said about Dustin Hoffman? It's never a bad performance that comes out of Dustin Hoffman. I really enjoy him here. Even though he didn't play a major role, it's really nice to see him in a role where he's not playing something that's over the top. He's just himself. You know, and I love seeing Dustin Hoffman in those roles. You know, so that's really cool. I really, really enjoyed that. Now the sandwich that they make in this movie is called a Cubano. Until I watched this movie, I never heard of that sandwich before, but I want to go eat one now. Super good, and they work a food truck called El Jefe. No, I don't want to spoil the end for anybody, so if you don't want to hear spoilers, you've got your warning now. Go and watch the movie, and come back and finish watching this review. But at the end of the movie, Oliver Platt playing the food reviewer, he comes back and has a sandwich from the El Jefe truck. And he likes it so much that he decides he wants to fund him. And they open this restaurant together. What a wonderful story. The food reviewer that ruined his career is also the one that saved his career. You know, and it's so unique. I think that as a movie, it's got an easy concept put to perfection. You really have to show that passion when you are a cook. You know, I've got friends of mine who, when they want to cook, they want it to be extravagant because it means a lot to them. You know, and this movie really put that into perspective. If you enjoy cooking, I 100% say you should go and see this movie. You know, and so, you know, if I had to rate, the movie out of 5, I would say it was a 5. There was nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. You know, I mean, yeah, like, you know, always nitpick here and there, but I felt that it was very genuine. I really enjoy it when a movie feels genuine, you know, and I felt that the connection between the two, you're going to see a point where Percy puts together a 1-second clip vine gathering of all these different memories, and it just tears you up because it's so heartfelt. You know, it really brings that connection together. And so definitely go and watch it. I totally recommend it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm gonna do more reviews. You know, I've always wanted to do movie reviews. I've been told that I felt that I would probably be good at it because I just enjoy watching movies. So you're going to see a section of this channel where there's not only bad movie reviews, but there's sleeper reviews, and I might just do regular movie reviews in general, alongside all the magic that we're going to be talking about. So make sure that you stay tuned. Tell me what you thought about Chef after you see it. Leave your comments and thoughts below. I'd love to hear about it, and I'd like to respond to them if I can. I made here some roasted red pepper Alfredo. I tossed it with onions, garlic, basil, Italian seasoning, with some grilled chicken, grilled to perfection and chopped up. I took angel hair noodles and mixed it up with diced roasted red peppers. And I tossed some Alfredo sauce and a little bit of marinara sauce, blended it all together and melted it in with some Parmesan cheese. The food that you make at home defines who you are. The food that you make at a restaurant defines who you will be. And I always believe that. And so definitely, when you get a chance, make something nice for your wife or husband. The food is delicious. Food is delicious. Look at me, I love food. And so, you know, definitely just let me know what you feel. Like and subscribe to our channel. Please, if you like our content. And we look forward to seeing you again. Thanks a lot.
Is this boring to you?
No, I like it.
Yeah, well, I love it. Everything that's good that's happened to me in my life came because of that.